Going to school is privilege.
Seeing the current situation of our country and our nation in general, my advice is that that particular person should combine the two.
Staying under the bus is also a privilege.
It's not about just going to school. A lot of people have gone to school, they have graduated years, they've been looking for a job, they've not gotten any.
Going to school is privilege, and staying under the bus is also a privilege. I standing in front of you now, I'm a graduate. I've graduated for the past 3 years now. Here selling, without job, without seeking anything. I've posted a lot of CV. Next thing is coming back, okay, get back to, or giving us job that, okay, for example now, I've secured a job like 30,000 from here to Ikeja. Before the ending of the month, 30,000 is nothing. So for a graduate to be doing that work is nothing. But staying under the bus for 4 years, there are some by now they have built their house, they have been getting their own car. Now I'm here with nothing. There are some within that 4 years they have make a lot of things. So I prefer staying with the bus for 4 years. It's better than going to school. But going to school too is also a privilege, because if there is any chance, you can even come out to your side, okay, oh, I'm a graduate, you can fix it somewhere. They are both. Going to school is good, and then learning something is also good.
Seeing the current situation of our country and our nation in general, my advice is that that particular person should combine the two. You can be going to the university and also be an apprentice under a boss, learning whatever skill in life that you want to achieve. I think that will go a long way. You go to university, do your lectures. At times, even your guys can be helping you out in the university. Some lectures you might not have to go, while you still work and be learning some skills from a boss that will be mentoring you throughout life.
Due to the way Nigeria is now, I prefer to work under a boss and be my own boss, because majority graduate there. Look at me, I'm a graduate. Since 7 years now, selling minerals. Nothing. Everything in Nigeria now is connection. If you're a graduate without having any connection, you are nothing. It's only people that are privileged, that have connection, that are doing work now, that maybe they have the privilege of working or getting a good job. If you don't have any connection, if you don't know anybody in Nigeria, there's no way you can make it. It's only by God's grace. So I prefer to work under a boss, and if the boss is a good person, then that can be my boss. Why not? I prefer it than going to school. What's the sense of going to the school when majority graduates are suffering? Some are doing Okada, some are doing majority thing, that some are even stealing because they lack money. They can't do anything on their own. So what's the end of going to school? Wasting my money. That doesn't mean there's going to be a good job. So everybody will be eager to go. But we've been to the school for how many years now? No job, nothing. Everything is getting, and they're even increasing school fees. At the end, when they graduate with nothing, some will be sitting down at home doing nothing. Some will still be on the street begging. I have a friend of recently is doing Morua. So the owner, maybe I didn't know what happened. The owner of Morua collected the Morua back from him. Later on, I didn't know what come. They said they went and steal something just to eat. Carry minerals and lacasera because he's hungry, graduate. He couldn't get a job because he has no connection. So what's not the essence of going to the school? There are many people poor. There are even majority poor people now. They don't go to school. They are making it because they start with training, maybe handwork and everything. So they are doing fine on their own. So what is the essence of this school? It's nothing. The way Nigeria is now, education is not any best legacy. It's nonsense.
The problem is people should know what they are wired to do. It's not about just going to school. A lot of people have gone to school, they have graduated for years, they've been looking for a job, they've not gotten any. And some have gone to learn trades or apprenticeship, they are doing beautifully well. So the bottom line is, what are you wired to do? Not everybody will go to school, maybe to a certain level, because education is good. All right? Even if you sell pure water and you've gone to school, the difference will be shown. But nevertheless, you need to find out. I think that is where it starts from. Why am I here? If your purpose here is not just to go to school, you will go to school, yeah, you have your certificate, but you may not use it for anything. But if you have spent the same number of years you have spent in school to do what you are really made to do, you will go a long way. In fact, you will have seen people who didn't go to the four walls of schools and have employed even professors. Professors runs at their wards. Why? Because they are doing what they are called to do. They are where they are meant to be. And so even professor runs errands for them. We've seen that happen many times, even in our contemporary words. So I would just advise, let everybody find out, why am I here? What am I really wired to do? That somebody have gone to school in your family or your friends have gone to school doesn't mean you must go to the school or study the same course they have studied. There are many lawyers, they've never even gone to court for any case. In fact, they have never even handled no case, and yet they are lawyers. I was listening to a radio program sometimes. A lady was brought there who read law. The parents are lawyers, both parents are lawyers, and so they wanted her to read law. Okay, she agreed with them, read law. Having come out from that law school, she never worked as a lawyer for one day. After her graduation from the law school, she went to go and learn fashion designing. And that's what she do today, even with her law degree. So people should find out, what am I supposed to do? Rather than wasting time and saying, oh, my friends had gone to school, I've got to go to school. No. If you are not destined to toe that line, if you force yourself toiling that line, you'll be wasting your time.
I can't serve somebody for 4 years. I can't. And the reason why I can't serve somebody for 4 years is because they might disappoint me at the process. And they might actually, if the person is a bad person, the person can actually use my star. So I can't take that risk to serve somebody for 4 years. I rather go to school for that 4 years. At least I'll be learning handwork, or I'll be working and also be going to school. I think that would be okay. That would be much more better than serving somebody for 4 years.